Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today's video is slightly different than normal. I'm going to be setting myself some goals for 2020. Obviously the beginning of a new year is always a good time to sort of set new goals. We always like the thought of new beginnings, a fresh start, that sort of thing. And I'm no different than anyone else. So obviously I've got my own goals that I want to set. Obviously some of these are going to be carried over from 2019 because obviously I did start Slimming World. If you follow me on that, no, I haven't posted any videos lately on the Slimming World, but I'll be getting back to that as of next week, so look out for that if you are one of my Slimming World followers. But yeah, I want to just run through all of my goals, so let's get into it. So I have 10 goals altogether. I have broken them down into categories. So the first of the three, there are 4 categories in total, so I'll just read out the categories and then you know what they are. So first of all, there's going to be YouTube. Obviously that's one of my categories. When I say YouTube, I'll say social media because that's more of a generic sort of a general category. And then we've got health, that's another category, and then we've got money, and then we've got miscellaneous. So I'm going to start off with YouTube first. Sorry, I am reading from my book here. So YouTube first. So obviously I started my channel back in 2017, was it? So obviously I've seen quite a slow growth. I find that it grows a lot more if I upload more. So if I obtain, to be fair, I was getting quite a lot more followers around the November time, but then I got flu. I was uploading at least 3 times a week. I did see a big spurt of growth during that time, and I realised that obviously if you do upload more, then you get more. I think according to YouTube's algorithms, I think they promote your videos a bit more. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I don't know how true that is. But yeah, I mean, if there's any particular kind of content that you would like to see, then please leave me a message in the comments below. I'm quite happy to do different videos if there's something different. If you want to see more hauls, please let me know. And just let me know what kind of content you would like. And I'm quite happy to try and cover that. So that's YouTube. Obviously, my goal for this year is to hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm putting it out there and I'm scared to say that, but yeah, because it's quite a big jump. Because obviously if you think, if I started in 2017 and we're now 2020 and I'm only 1,500, oh 1.6, okay, 1.6 thousand, it is quite a bit of an achievement. So I'm really going to have to up my game basically. So I'm going to put it down there. I'm going to do a vision board, read some more law of attraction, trying to get them vibes out there, those positive vibes, and hopefully that will happen by the end of 2020. Right, next up is Instagram. Now, obviously I'm from the era of Instagram's new to me. I mean, I know it isn't new, but I'm in my 40s. Instagram wasn't the thing when I was younger. So it is it takes me thought, and I have to think about doing it, if you know what I mean. I've got to, you know, get into that rhythm of like uploading regularly. I seem to forget about it, which is a bit of a crazy one. And I know YouTube and Instagram kind of go hand in hand. So I do need to up my game a little bit more on that. So that one is another one that is on my agenda or goal list for this year. So I do want to hit 2,000 followers by the end of 2020. I am only on 200 and something, which is absolutely small. But obviously we've got to aim for something. So I'm putting a figure out there. If I achieve it, that's great. If I don't, I don't. But I'll do my best. I'm going to try and obviously think to upload more. I think daily uploads probably is the way to go. But we'll see how we go on that one as well. That will be going onto my vision board too. So let's put them positive vibes out there. Right, next up, we're moving on to health. Obviously, if you're my Slimming World followers, then you'll know that one of my goals is to lose weight. So yeah, first of all, is obviously continue with the Slimming World. I want to achieve my goal, my target weight, which is 10 stone 10. And the reason I kind of aim for that is because it was the weight that I always used to be when I was in my 30s. I like 20s and 30s. No matter how much that I put on, I go on holiday and I put a few pounds on, it all seemed to just go back to 10 stone 10. And for my height, which is 5'10", I think that's sort of like a perfect weight. It's not underweight, it's not overweight. It's just pretty perfect. And I've looked back at photographs and I think I look pretty good, to be honest. I mean, I can pop a picture here of a picture of when I was 10 stone 10. which I'll insert there. But yeah, so that feels like, because I used to always be at 10 stone 10, that's kind of where I want to be again, you know, and you always want to be like, roll back the years 10 by 10, and that's where you want to be. But yeah, 10 stone 10 is the figure that I've got in my head. So that would be a good achievement to get back to that. And I know I've got close to it in the past. And it's obviously trying to get past that temptation. Obviously, me and Sam live together and he eats quite a lot of naughty food. And before I met him, I didn't have any of that food in my house. So it was easily obtainable. Like 10 stone 10 was easy for me, you know what I mean? But it's difficult. It's a temptation for me. When you're hungry and you can't bother to cook anything, it's just so easy to just grab something that's bad. And it's that I need to, it's that mental sort of block that I need to sort of overcome and think that it isn't worth it. And that as much as it's, someone once told me, a minute on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. So, you know, I need to remember that and to sort of drum that in, to think that it isn't worth it in the end. So that's that one. I want to be drinking more water. That's something that I do not do. I've recently sort of teared off, apart from over the holidays because we have a coffee machine, I've teared off having, I used to be one of these people, I go to work, I could drink like 3-4 coffees a day. No water, just coffee, which is not the best for you. Actually, it's probably terrible for you. So I've started drinking tea anyway. So I kind of like tea. Tea's really nice. It's refreshing. It's nice. So I've actually changed that already. So I do have a lot more tea now. And that was towards the end of December. So, but I want to obviously increase my water intake, because I think a lot of the time you think you're hungry, but actually you're thirsty. So, it's better to drink. If you think you're hungry, drink some water and whatnot. You might think that, actually, I'm not hungry after all, I'm just thirsty. So I'm going to obviously try and drink more water. I've got my little bottle ready. It's back to work tomorrow. So I've got my bottle ready. Might have a little tea bag. You can have those like cold like tea bags that you can pop in your cold water. It kind of takes that just plain water flavour away. Gives it a bit of a fruit flavour. It's completely natural and nice. Just a nice little tea bag that you can get. But I might be using that, and I'm going to try and up my water intake. So that's on my goal list. The other thing I want to do is eat more healthy. I think I've kind of covered this already, because it's obviously the temptation thing. Don't want to be going down that road. Try and be more prepared food wise. Now I'm pretty good at this anyway. I do a lot of Slimming Well cooking, and before Christmas and just a couple of weeks before, which I obviously stopped filming Slimming Well, I was doing really well. Actually, since joining Slimming Well for this time, I haven't put any weight on. When I go back on Tuesday, I've probably put some weight on, because I got given chocolate for Christmas. You know, I've had naughty things for Christmas, you know, over the Christmas holidays. I've had coffees, which are 3.5 cents if I have one of my Costa coffee machine coffees. 3.5 cents for a coffee. So, yeah, I've had a McDonald's. Yeah, so, you know, I've got to just draw a line under it and just forget about it and just start again. So obviously this might be the first time that I've put weight on, but before that I was consistently either losing weight or the occasional maintain, which I think is a pretty good achievement on its own. So I just need to get back into that mindset. So looking forward to that. Now the other thing I want to do as well is exercise 3 times a week. Now, as I've mentioned in many videos, we have a gym in our garage, and I have tidied it up, which is really good, because that makes it more appealing. The spiders are gone. Well, they've not gone. I don't kill them, obviously, but I've kind of moved the webs anyway. I think I only saw one spider, and it kind of hid in the corner. So, but I cleaned all the dirt up off the floor, put all the matting down that I was meant to do many months ago. I can't even remember, it's that long. Dusted everything off, cleaned everything. It literally took me like 2 hours, hoovered everywhere. I'm going to get some mirrors for the wall. I've downloaded the Nike app, which I think looks really good. Actually, if you're really interested in this sort of thing, it's the Nike, bear with me. Yeah, it's called the Nike training app, if you can see that. Basically, it has free workouts, so you can either just browse just normal like individual workouts, or you can go to a plan like so, and you can actually put a plan together. Now I've just put the very first sort of beginner's plan together, and it will, if you can put in what equipment you've got. If you've got no equipment, you can say how many times a week you want to work out. I want to work out 3 times a week for now, because I think the key is not to just overdo it to start off with, because I think you might fail if you try and jump in. I think someone once told me like 1 step change, so try and take it slow and then build on that. So I'm just saying 3 times a week. I've put in what equipment I've got. It actually tells you, you know, if you've got equipment, if you've got no equipment, and it will adjust to the workouts for whatever you've got. And yeah, it actually tailors this workout for you depending on the things that you put in. And it's all free. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave the app information in the description below. So if you're interested in that, so my idea is to work out 3 times a week, starting tomorrow. So yes, look out for my Instagram post in my gym tomorrow, because that's where I will be when I come home from work. So yes, that's that one. And then the last one is a little bit of a weird one, but it's something that I've always wanted to do. Now previously I've done a lot of pole dancing, and I kind of stopped at the beginning of last year, 2019. That's when I stopped. I went back. I used to go for a long time when I was in my 30s, for like 4 or 5 years. I was really good at it, and then I had a big break for like 4 years, maybe 5 years, and then obviously I moved to Leicester, which is where I live now, and I've been here 6 years. And then I joined back up maybe 18 months ago, come last January, if you know what I mean. And I went back, but obviously older, heavier, not as strong, not as nimble, you know, all those things, and afraid of falling, which I probably wasn't as much afraid when I was in my 30s. So yeah, I did go back, did really well. Took longer to do and everything, but then I stopped. So obviously I've lost all of that muscle that I gained, and the strength and everything, and I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit. But I got put in the intermediate class, and the timing was different. It was at 8 at night, and it was miles away from my house. It's near my work, so I had to come all the way home, all the way back out, and it kind of became a bit unappealing. And it was something, and then obviously my dad died, and I didn't want to do anything. So anyway, that got thrown to the wayside. So anyway, one of the things that I want to do, and I've always wanted to do, is to be able to do the splits. I don't know whether this is on any of your sort of agenda for 2020, but yeah, always wanted to do the splits. Now, I'm not the most flexible now. I used to be better, but not as much now, because I used to do a lot of stretching in previous gym classes and whatnot. So I've actually downloaded an app which should teach us how to do the splits. So I'm going to tag this on to the end of my workout. I can give you the details of the app if you're interested as well. But yeah, it's something that I've always wanted to do. So it is called Splits Training. So it kind of looks like that. And it gives you day 1 to day 30. So you should be able to do it in 30 days. And it gives you all the workouts. So I'm starting off as a beginner. You can do intermediate and advanced. It keeps a record of the training and everything. And the days that you've done, and gives you a little break actually. So you've got to do it, like, I think you do it every day, and then there seems to be a coffee sign there, so it seems to be like a break day. But yeah, it's 30 days with a few breaks, and yeah, so I'm going to do that as well. So I mean, I don't know what the it just gives you little images, little jumping images. Can you see that? Oh, why is there such reflection? Little lady jumping. So it gives you like jumping jacks and stuff, and things to just sort of stretch out your muscles in your legs and things. So that is also on my list. Right, so that's everything for health. So we're done with health, we're done with in social media. Right, money is another one. Obviously I have a really good job, but obviously the more you earn, the more you spend. It's true. So one of my things for 2020 is I want to pay off my debt. I do have a little bit of debt. I have a couple of credit cards that I need to pay off, so I need to just knuckle down. So I am paying them off every month, but I want to clear them this year. So to keep paying them off and then spending a little bit more on them, I want to clear them off. Now they're already on 0% balance transfers, so they're already not costing me anything, so I already know about that. But yeah, I want to knuckle down and pay them off. So that's my other goal for this year. Now the other one as well is to have savings. Now we've had savings before, it's not like we haven't, but we recently spent them. That's what savings are for, right? But yeah, usually they're there for a rainy day, but we actually spent them on some home improvements. But obviously we need to build that back up again now, because we haven't got any savings left. So I want to have savings. So it's just that if you ever need something breaks, or you need to replace something, or you know something goes wrong, you have the money to do that instead of having to just stick it on your card, which is what we have to do sometimes. So yeah, so that's the other one. So the miscellaneous one is a little bit of a random one, but I want to write and publish a novel. And I know it seems a little bit crazy, but I did start to write a book about 10 years ago, and I've probably written half, and then I kind of left it for a while. And when I mean a while, I mean a few years. And then I went back to it and wrote a hell of a lot more stuff and changed a lot of the first part of it. Updated it all because it seemed a bit dated, because I'd written it quite a while ago. And then I think I wrote a little bit more a couple of years ago, and I've not quite finished it. So I basically need to just go through it all again, finish it. And I don't think it's massively far from being finished. It's at least 3/4 finished. Well, 3/4 written, but it'll need to go back over and refine, if you know what I mean. And I need to finish it off, and I would like to self-publish it on Amazon. But yeah, that's been probably a mental goal. I've not really put it out there, but it's been a mental goal for a long time. But it's having the time to do it, and obviously I work full time. My job can keep me at work late at night sometimes. And obviously, if I'm trying to commit to uploading to YouTube 3 times a week and doing my exercises and all this, I have to make sure that I have the time to do it. And I'm also doing a couple of online courses as well, which aren't on my goal list, but they're like hobbies, but I kind of like to do a lot of different things. But it's having the time to do everything, and also having that downtime, because I also realise that you keep doing all these things constantly, you soon burn out. And it's been nice to have some chill time over the Christmas holidays. I've been off now since the 24th of December, and it's now, the 5th of January. So I've been off for a week and a half, nearly 2 weeks, and back to work tomorrow. And it's been nice. Don't get me wrong, I've got a lot done in that time. You'll see from some of my videos, this room has been completely moved around and changed, and I've got rid of 7 bags worth of charity donations, and got rid of a lot of clothes and shoes and things that I don't wear. And I've tried to have a big clear out. I'm always doing something, like my bathroom renovation only a few months ago, I was doing that, and I'm always doing something. So it's having the time to fit everything in. I think that's the key thing, and making sure that you don't go OTT with it, and making sure that you have that rest, those rest days as well. So yeah, so that's everything for my goal list of 2020. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some insight into what goals that you can set for 2020. I'm really looking forward to having a new and fresh year and having you along with me. So thank you to everyone that's obviously subscribed to me lately, and all my returning subscribers. I really appreciate your support. So that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to give me a big thumbs up, that'd be brilliant. And if you want to subscribe, you can do in the link below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and I'll leave it on the screen, because obviously I'm going to be uploading quite a bit more. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!